6 months into a solo space mission to explore a mystery cloud of dust and particles, termed Chopra, lying beyond Jupiter, Czech astronaut Jakub Prohaska, Adam Sandler, is in space. Jakub is on a quest to gather samples from the cloud and bring them back to Earth. The cloud first emerged 4 years ago. The Czech expedition, the first to launch to investigate Chopra, arrived at the site just before the South Korean crew. Being alone makes Jakub feel lonely, and he misses his wife Lenka, Carrie Mulligan, who has lately stopped communicating with him due to their daughter's birth. To keep Jakub's mental state from getting worse, Commissioner Tuma, Isabella Rossellini, Jakub's superior officer, intercepts a communication that Lenka sends him expressing her desire to leave. Even if the spacecraft isn't operating as intended, Jakub is already having trouble sleeping on the mission and is under pressure to reach its goals. Peter responds that repairing other ship components should take precedence over Jakub's complaint that he cannot sleep because the toilet keeps making noise all night. The ship has half of its cameras broken. As Peter is Jakub's friend, he was aware of Lenka's separation plans. He informs Jakub that she is unavailable because she just returned from seeing her mother. A few days later, still waiting for word from Lenka, Jakub discovers a telepathic spider-like creature within a ship compartment. Jakub locks himself in the airlock and lets the ship's decontaminants loose, but the spider is unaffected. Jakub is reassured by the spider that he won't eat him or pollute him. Jakub names the creature Hanus, Paul Dano, and it is his goal to better comprehend humanity and lessen Jakub's loneliness. Jakub does tell Peter or anybody else in mission control about Hanus' existence. Hanus claims to be an explorer who discovered the attraction of people when he arrived in the solar system. From orbit, he studied Earth and picked up its languages. Then Hanus came upon Jakub's ship and approached him. Jakub adjusts to Hanus' presence gradually. Jakub doesn't have any eggs because they don't keep well, but Hanus wants to eat them. Hanus claims that once the Gorampeds invaded his world, he left. To reach the Milky Way, he passed past galaxies and black holes. Through his capacity to access Jakub's memories, Hanus is able to discover details about Lenka, including their early courting and how they met. As Hanus goes through his memories, he discovers more about Jakub. When Jakub was a small boy, his father, a Communist Party of Czechoslovakia informant, was killed. Jakub's father was raising him to be a pig farmer, but after his father passed away, he had greater aspirations. He met Lenka, but he was more preoccupied with his work as a cosmonaut than with her. He even abandoned her after she miscarried. Hanus finds it fascinating that although Jakub left his world, space still poses a threat to him. Hanus is aware that Jakub wants to successfully complete this important assignment in order to atone for his father's sins. When the spacecraft is 45 hours distant from the cloud, a grain of Chopra cloud enters, and Jakub discovers that no material substance can capture the grain. He is unable to communicate until the grain enters the spacecraft. Disappointed with humanity, Jakub still did not return home to Lenka after she lost their first child. Hanus leaves the ship after displaying Jakub an implanted memory of the miscarriage, which Jakub was not present for. This leaves Jakub in misery. Jakub makes plans with Peter, Kunal Nayar, a technician and close friend, to have him bring Lenka a note pleading with her for pardoning him for his carelessness. When Hanus comes back, he tells them that he is dying because his entire species was wiped out by a parasite virus. When the two do reach the Chopra cloud, they discover that it is a remnant of the universe's creation and that time exists in parallel at all times. Jakub chases after Hanus as he takes off to die in space. Jakub realizes inside the cloud that all he wants is to be with his wife. Hanus succumbs to the sickness. The spacecraft from South Korea is picked up by Jakub. Reconciling over their relationship, Jakub and Lenka have another conversation.